Which is why I want to choose to start over in this game. Like, allow me to start over, please. I'm playing the Steam version of this game. I've successfully started over in Once Human. Just make a new character and learn from your mistakes. I did... Okay. So, for those of you who are playing, those of you who know Splitgate and 1047 games, I am very much well aware of their new upcoming game called Impulse. I just have no interest in playing it. In fact, my time in FPS games is gone. It's over. Not worth the stress, honestly. I mean, I'll install it and then see if I want to play it, but eh. I've already seen some gameplay on streams of it, and I do not like what I'm seeing. I just know people are gonna sweat. Sweat and sweat and sweat, and it's gonna not sit well with me. Win race and a couple of shockwaves. Yeah, okay, no, this is getting ridiculous. That is as far as my limit goes for cars. I'm gonna have to play multiplayer rank, get my resources up. You know, now that I think about it, CS2 uses something called Steam networking. In the Steam client, under Steam client settings, in-game, I believe it is, there's an option to set it so that Steam networking... How do I explain this without causing an uproar? Okay, hang on. So, Steam setting in-game. Steam networking. Allow games using Steam networking to share my IP address for a faster connection. So if I click the link that is provided, peer-to-peer networking and sharing IP address. So the basic of peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer networking is when messages are sent directly from one player to another. Contrast this with dedicated server networking, where players do not talk to each other directly, but instead all players talk to a game server. So peer-to-peer, instead of talking to a server, we talk to from one person to another person, face to face. Peer-to-peer connections using your public IP address. Most games that use peer-to-peer networking attempt to establish a direct connection between the players, meaning the players share the public IP address with each other and communicate directly using those IP addresses. Most players' computers connect to the internet through a router, and the public IP address is the address of the router. The router serves as a firewall, only allowing certain traffic from the outside world into your computer. In order for peer-to-peer networking to connect players using their public IP addresses, a process called NAT traversal is used to negotiate firewalls and obtain the IP addresses. What is the risk of sharing public IP addresses, apart from DDoSing your network, doxing your address? If another player has your public IP address, they can send packets directly to you. If they're friendly, this is great, because this is often the fastest path of communication. But if a malicious user obtains your public address, they can flood your internet connection with packets. This is often called a DOS. denial of service attack. Many consumer internet connections can be easily overwhelmed by a relatively low volume DOS attack. I'm pretty. Does Steam even share my IP address publicly? Hey, Corey. GG's on being second. Okay, so here's the biggest question. Does Steam ever share my IP address? Steam does not share IP address with our players. Whenever peer-to-peer networking is needed, for example in a voice chat, that communication is always relayed. However, we don't control what games using peer-to-peer connectivity do. In CS2, that is a exception, because CS2 is developed by Valve, and CS2 connects itself directly to the Steam client. And I literally just saw that my stream was being restarted. What the hell? I'm sure some people haven't rotated stream keys, but I know Caroline, she used to live above me and work in my computer shop back when I was in Maine. I know back home they had an internet outage last night. Okay, so there's a... Also the reason we said that was my... Why? Oh, you guys want to see something cool with Discord? So, if I go over to the client, don't worry, there's this. There's just that. I didn't mean to restart it, just I was tweaking AV1. Maybe that should be in a separate process. OBS knows that I've been live for 1 hour and 41, but Valora says I've been live for 7 minutes now. The stream should be somewhere else separate. Anyway, did you guys know that if you press Control, Alt, Shift, and W on the Discord client, you get this lo-fi stuff? And then it just repeats. Oh yeah. Speaking of Discord, I didn't know that, but that's why instead of fixing things. I know. So, one of the Linux creators whose YouTube posts are found on my YouTube homepage, I found out that Fluxer, a open source alternative to Discord, has just released a mobile version. Oh, and Corey, here is the map of regions that Fluxer serves, and you would easily see that there's one in Joburg. As for the US, Seattle, Los Angeles, LA, Dallas, so pretty much spot on. Atlanta and Newark. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Newark or Newark? I don't know. There's one in the land down under. Singapore, India. There is one in South Korea. As for North Korea, we don't talk about that. There's one in Madrid, Spain, Frankfurt in Germany, Warsaw in Poland, Stockholm in Sweden. Then there's one in Brazil. There's one in Santiago. I believe... I don't know that flag, anyway. But yeah, these are the countries that Fluxer serves, including one of my home country. And here are the available stuff. Follow us on Blue Sky. Source code. Santiago is Chile. Oh, I see. Oh yeah. Dude, look how messy this shit is. As of this writing, 15th of June, we are working on finalizing the API and self-hosting documentation over the next few days. We apologize for the brief delay in open source releases. We paused after spam waves created safety concerns while we built out Flux's trust. Okay. While we built out Flux's trust and safety infrastructure during the same stretch, we have been fixing hundreds of bugs, adding new features, and preparing a much improved audio and video system. You can already try that work in the Fluxer Canary client, there or here. The latest stable client remains out of date for now, but over the coming weeks we are finalizing the remaining work, needing to stabilize the current latest code out in the open. View full roadmap. They have a road. Oh yeah, it's licensed under AGPL 3.0. Meaning you cannot fork the code and turn it into a commercial product, i.e. monetize the fuck out of it, because the license strictly does not allow it. Oh, Federation remains part of the plan in the order matters. People who run and use Matrix complain about specific things. Lots of federated rooms can be slow and expensive to join. Presence and devices updates can create surprising background load. Federation failures can leave rooms or encrypted messages half working, and moderation gets harder when abused media bans and bridges cross instant boundaries. I'm happy to hear that. Threads, forums, and publishing to the web. Flux's threads and forums should be useful enough that people don't immediately work around them. Fluxer disagrees with Discord's starting point here. LLMs shouldn't turn people's meandering conversations into web content. If something becomes public, it should be because a person or community choose to publish it. UI kit and integration. Fluxer needs first-class bots and integrations. Yep. Creator payments. Fluxer can let fans pay to unlock roles and access to a creator's exclusive community content. I wonder who the fuck did that. I wonder who the fuck did that first. That access can be permanent or limited or time limited, billed as a one-off purchase or a recurring sub. Creators can also sell ticket events for time box sessions. You know, Streamlabs actually has something like this. It's called Streamlabs Lyra, whatever the fuck you call it. Wait, did they change it to? Oh, that's Streamlabs' old thing. No, it's Lucra. It's Lucra, isn't it? Yep, here it is. Here it is. Introducing Lucra, a new live streaming platform for ticketed events. If you go to the official link, and this is essentially what it looks like. And Corey, you might be wondering, how the fuck can Streamlabs run something like this? First, you set up pricing for tickets. Look at this example here. Pricing for tickets. Fans pay, like that. Boom. And then once the time hits the point of the event, it's like a pay for it. Lucra has gone private. Thank you for helping us test out our live streaming event platform. After much deliberation, we have decided to take Lucra back into the labs to work on its internals. But yeah, Pricing and features. This is how the custom theming. Interesting. But yeah. I unfortunately haven't tried Lucra before it went private. So it's just that we offer the ability to pay live events on Valor. I wouldn't be against it in the future. Oh. And oh yeah. But the problem is, how are we gonna implement it? It needs to be hassle-free, and it must be as easy as 1, 2, 3. So, Corey, you might be wondering, what the fuck is Owncast? As someone who's been in the open source community, Owncast is a free and open source live streaming platform, but you can self-host it. And allow me to give you a demonstration. I'm gonna have to mute this because so all these instances you see are self-hosted instances of Owncast. So let me go watch one as an example. It's basically a simple live streaming thing that you can self-host.
And check out some cool websites.
So it's got transcoding, so right now I'm on a anonymous user. So this is how you authenticate Fetty But yeah. If I go to the documentation to do this, quick start. Auto manually install Owncast myself. Yeah. Quick start. I want Owncast to be installed for me on a hosting cover. So you have options like Linode, which is now called Akamai, DigitalOcean, Vultr, Zeus Cloud, Alessio, and Hetzner. And the source code is about right here. It's written in TypeScript with Go and JavaScript. Take control over your content and stream it yourself. Owncast is an open source self-hosted, decentralized, single-user live video streaming and chat server for running your own live streams, similar in style to the large mainstream options. It offers complete ownership over your content, interface, moderation, and audience. First, visit the demo, watch.owncast.online for an example. Owncast is compatible with any software that uses RTMP. The Owncast backend is written in Go, the front end is written in React. The development branch is always the most up-to-date state of development, and this may not be what you always want. Currently, Owncast does not natively support Windows servers. However, Windows users can use Windows Subsystem for Linux, WSL, to install Owncast. For details, visit this documentation. And here's how you do it. And if you go to the Open Collective, they've got 4 people that pay $100 a month, so this is giving them $400 a month. 25, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9, so 29, 20. 29 times 2, that is the wrong thing. I cannot do math, apparently. Times 2, that's about $58 pretty much a month. And apparently, yep, that is, I don't know if that's Stripe itself, but eh. Estimated annual budget, 2.4 thousand. Total raised, 21,000. Today's balance, 4,000. Now, if I go to Spectra.video, they also have an open collective. And this is my preferred self-hostable PeerTube instance. It's hosted by Sean... Team. Sean Tilley, there you go. A longtime veteran of the Federated Social Movement. And today's balance is $1,000. Estimated annual budget, 2,000. And yeah, you can see people contribute monthly for this. Now, there's a very familiar name. It's somewhere here, I think. Yeah, somewhere here. Although you cannot see it because it was drowned out by the other contributors. Nope, that is not Caroline. There I am. I contributed like $2. And that's just the fee, honestly. So yeah. Before before they moved to Open Collective, they used something called LiberaPay. This is what they used before. If I were to look up my own name or something along the lines of that, or isn't it like it's just here or something? No. I don't know then. Wait, don't I have like something on my passwords? I don't, but okay. See if my old name appears somewhere. So you can either connect Stripe or PayPal, whichever you prefer. Before, you know, they moved over to Open Collective. And since Kinson is not happy with what Patreon has been doing, he'll have to look for something else. Now, I could be using something like Ko-Fi, but the problem is their Stripe integration is incomplete. Meaning my country isn't supported, but you know what other platform has South Africa listed that I dare not mention the name of? This exactly. Moving on. Moving on. Enough yapping, more playing. Okay, how the hell am I supposed to do 4 shockwaves. Are you dumb? Like, shockwaves and that... I don't care. Just go... play anyway. It's slow enough for me to do it. There you go. I've done it, now stop it. But yeah. There's plenty of time to get from this to whatnot. Easy. Easy. Wait, I didn't see what it was. Barrel roll and win the race. Okay. How do you want me to do a barrel roll in this? Not like this. Easy. Stuns and shockwaves. Okay. Easy. I think for next stream I'll enable transcoding. You know what I'm happy? You know what I'm happy about? I'm happy someone took my spot as the one with the highest viewer count. I'm happy someone took that spot for me. About damn time. About damn time. Why did you go in front of me? Are you stupid? And the recommended rank just keeps increasing. And I don't have cores faster than that, so I don't know what you want. So, this Lotus is cutting it close. Meters drifted 1,000, oh god. Down for a little longer. Boom, there you go. Now we take back first place. You want me to win the race? Okay. Okay. Bruh, come on. You can't do this. This is stupid. Okay, is there like anything else? Oh yeah. I left this alone. Because I don't have this, and it's sad. Then there was another thing. Finally got that out of the way. Now this thing. Nope, don't think I can get that. That is stuck unlocked there until I one day get the car. This is going to be fascinating. Tired of falling behind? Interesting. Oh god. Oh my gosh, this is too fast! What the hell? This is too fast, bruh. That better not be a creator, cause holy fuck. Your team has actually won. Oh, I see. Never show again. Is that a VTuber that plays this? Yes. Nope, that's just a YouTuber. I want to do ranked. Bruh, I have to play a whole freaking thing. Uh-huh. I'm gonna re-download CS and try that theory again. Oh! speaking of Steam, so Valve has something unexpected being tested in the beta version of Steam. So what that is pipewire permissions, and that could mean a whole lot of new things. Steam broadcasting will work much more smoothly. Right now, it does work. Just make sure your GPU, just make sure your resources aren't eaten by anything else. But there's been a constant problem with Steam and Pipewire, and looks like Valve is finally fixing that. Valve is finally fixing it. So Steam is gonna work smoother on Linux with Pipewire permissions, and it's gonna be awesome. Okay, let me get CS. Get CS downloaded here. And no, the game didn't lose audio. Apparently the game mutes itself if I tap out. I cannot turn it off. I looked everywhere. I go to options and then sound. There is no way for me to turn off. There's no way for me to turn off don't mute when tapped out. I cannot. Oh yeah, Corey. You'd be happy to know that Epic Games is looking for someone to bring anti-cheat support for Linux. And that could potentially... Okay, wait. Hold up. Let me word it like this. Epic Games is looking for someone to work on anti-cheat support for Fortnite. But what if I told you the surprising part is Steam Deck and Linux support is a high probability from that job listing. So Tim Sweeney, Windows users not giving you enough money, huh? You decided to pull the emergency brake. Okay. So Tim Sweeney, you admit that you lost. You admit that you lost. That's fine by me. I'll accept your defeat. I'll accept your defeat. Thank you. Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. Until there's a child that learned how to scream the N-word in voice chat. You could say that. And I know some people are gonna be fucking furious about me saying in the future Linux and Steam Deck will be able to play Fortnite again because of a new job listing posted by Epic Games in the anti-cheat department. Cry about it. Tim Sweeney, I accept your admitting defeat. You've broken the emergency glass, and your only option that has been forced on you is to bring Linux on board. I accept your defeat, you piece of shit. I accept your defeat. But still, you could have handled those recent layoffs a lot more professionally. Just saying. It's not like the guy who was fighting cancer had his paycheck taken away from him. Right? Right? Who the fuck am I kidding? No, the guy who was fighting cancer had his paycheck taken away from him during the layoffs. And Tim Sweeney was like, nope, go fuck yourself. Linux has a long-standing hate relationship with with Epic Games. Tim Sweeney is just a fucking child, honestly. Mixing politics with gaming is such a bad look, honestly. Oh, but I'm sure Tim Sweeney cares about if you're fighting a heart condition, a cancer that you're fighting. Right? Right? If you get laid off, you'd still get your paycheck and not have it taken away, right? That's sarcasm, by the way. No, if you're fighting cancer while trying to work and get those medical bills paid to find out a treatment, and you get laid off and your paycheck goes away, that's the scummiest thing a company can do. It just goes to show Tim Sweeney doesn't give a flying fuck what your condition is. Fuck you, go work somewhere else, and say goodbye to your paycheck. We do not care. Because investors. Fuck the players, fuck our company, fuck everything else, investors. Right? Eh, who am I kidding? So Tim Sweeney, I accept that you admit defeat, and you're looking to bring Linux very soon. You're looking to bring Linux on board very soon. I accept you admitting defeat. Acknowledge the better operating system, you fucking idiot. Linux is trying to defeat what we all are fighting against, and that is privacy and user data protection. And Tim Sweeney just thinks Linux is some kind of fucking joke. Little does he know though, Windows is a spyware operating system, way worse than Red Star OS. I'm sorry to admit the truth, but it's just how it is. The truth hurts, it really does. Your operating system has been spying on you this whole time and you don't know anything about it. Who knows, your data could have landed in the CCP. Or some data broker in the US, EU, or wherever the fuck, or Korea. Or somewhere else in the other world. And you'd know nothing about it. But then again, T sounds mentally unstable. He uses a dead operating system, so don't listen to a word he says. I'm going to play this game like how Valve is playing in the gaming market. Do nothing and still win. I'm sure gamers will crave that little bit of extra FPS on their gaming rigs. But that's just me. My PC boots up faster than Windows blue screens. Just saying. My PC boots up faster than Twitch banning creators and kick fucking over everyone. Anywho, I've said enough. I've made my points. I don't need to say anything further. I presented a better option, these people ignored it, and now they're gonna fucking suffer for it. Don't come crying to me, don't say I didn't warn ya. Don't say I didn't warn ya. 'Cause I did. I most certainly did. Sorry, working on Valorous. All good, all good, all good, all good. All good, all good. WebRTC plugin. Eventually, that's going to make things so much easier. Did you say OBS doesn't like it when you hijack the encoders or something? I could have sworn you said something about that. So then, how does StreamElements.live do that? As far as I know, SC.live is a plugin, not a streaming software. And they're hijacking the encoders of OBS quite easily. In the VOD case, it gets frustrated with it because we're writing a protocol that OBS doesn't understand. It's not as frustrating. Okay, I may have fallen a little bit over. So yeah, if I tap out, the game loses audio. That's not something I can turn off. I'm downloading CS at 10 megabytes a second, leaving me just enough headroom for streaming. And you guys, I'm gonna tell you why streaming over WebRTC is easier than RTMP. You don't need to mess with advanced OBS settings. Keep OBS at simple output mode. Don't touch keyframe intervals, don't touch the B-frames. WebRTC is natively developed in-house, obviously. Just copy your publish URL, paste it into OBS, and just go live. The only thing you need to change is the audio encoder from AAC to Opus, because that's how the protocol is developed by the original developers. And plus, you get that low latency though. Not to mention, if you pair it with simulcast, you get local transcoding. 2 to 3 layers maximum. Or you can do 4, which I have done. Which is how you're able to stream 4K on Valora in the first place. That's because Valora doesn't transcode it on server. You're the one who's doing it. And no, think about this. Your dual PC setup just got upgraded. In before we could do simulcasting with AV1. God. Oh, that's gonna be something. I want the other cars to be maxed out as much as possible. I'm trying to piece together a picture in my head how that plugin would behave. I know if I take it, okay. So I know that SC.Live plugin does take control of the stream control panel on the controls panel on OBS. So technically we could turn that panel into the interface for the plugin. I know this because I have used SC.Live before, and they do that exact thing. The rest, you just open up the OBS setting and just, yeah. And because OBS has APIs, yes, the streaming software has APIs, it should be easier. So we need to find a way to turn, what is that? So yeah, in OBS we need to find a way to turn the controls panel into the plugin's interface. Logically speaking of SC.Live, since they're able to do it. Bruh, Spectrum, stop being stupid. Okay, are there any multiplayer games that I know of, excluding Fortnite, that game sucks, that I can do testing with 5G and with 5G mobile data? I have done it before back on Windows. It's almost on par with fiber connections, but you get 20 plus ping added to your, well, connection. I wanna know. But I need extensive testing. The lowest generation to the highest. Currently, what I'm able to use. So there's 3G, 4G, and 5G. I'm looking for a 10-minute test. I'm looking for a 10-minute test, and I believe the 10-minute test that I can do is CS. Since it's the only multiplayer game that I know of. Okay, well, apart from the finals, but that game doesn't count. Oh, so C changes the camera. Okay, I like this camera more. So I'm gonna start. Obviously, to make it a bit more of a fair, I'm gonna plug my phone directly into my USB 3 ports. I have got two opened. So I'm gonna start with I'm gonna start with 3G, move up to 4G, and then 5G. I think the perfect use case would be deathmatch, but I would need the game to display my ping. I would need the game to show me my ping to the server. Yo. I know Sage didn't ask me to being part of that issue, but for confirmation's sakes. Confirmation. Wait, I have access to Platinum? Since when? Oh, oh, it won't let me because I'm not in that league. So it's not gonna... Both Spectrum and Cox are owned by Charter Communication? Huh? Charter Communication on Cox and Spectrum. And no, YouTube, I'm not talking about penises. I'm talking about American ISPs. Charter Communications is merging with Cox Communications, but they are not yet fully owned by Charter. After the merger, the combined entity will operate under the Cox Communications name, while using Charter's Spectrum branding for consumer services. Well, if Charter Communications can get Spectrum's ass back in order, Kenson can stream under his normal schedule. But it looks like that's not gonna happen anytime soon because the higher-ups just listens to goddamn investors, and I really don't like that. You're toying with customers' trust and reliability, and you cannot do that. I think it's illegal. I don't know that. I'm not a lawyer. I am not an expert in law or whatever the fuck it's called, but I think it's wrong. Okay, since I know deathmatch is... Why do I think deathmatch in CS is like 5 minutes long? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that. Oh yeah, I want to have the test including Steam networking. Crap. And yes, that is a Lego car in Asphalt Legends. Don't ask me. I wasn't there when that happened. Was not there. Since all the fuel stuff is depleted. Ah, Kapara is live. Let me go stalk him a little. Just a little. Okay, what is now wrong with my geo routing? Oh joy. Oh joy. Okay. Yeah, don't download and stream and watch the stream at the same time. That's bad. I wonder how efficient is the Apple Silicon in terms of transcoding, local transcoding. If I turn on simulcast and set it to 3 layers, how efficient will Apple Silicon be? Since I know basically nothing about Macs, and me personally don't have a use for them, I'm curious. I'm gonna go ask my research partner. You need the key to race with this car. Get key. Let's see. The core problem for Apple Silicon. The key challenge is that the 3-layer simulcast requires 3 running separate encoder instances at once. And Apple Silicon's video toolbox hardware encoder has well-documented limitations in this scenario. Hardware encoder limits. Apple Silicon has a fixed number of hardware encode engines. Running 3 simultaneous encoder sessions, 1 per simulcast layer, can quickly exhaust available hardware encoder capacity. I like how I mess up my reading. When this happens, Video Toolbox silently falls back to software encoding for the extra sessions. which negates the efficiency benefit you are hoping for. Constant bitrate or CBR reliability. Apple's VT encoders historically only supported VBR. CBR for Apple Silicon hardware encoding was only merged in OBS 28, and even then, some users have found that the Apple VT hardware encoder causes dropped frames in demanding multi-source setups. Software encoding is surprisingly competitive. Switching to x264 software encoding on Apple Silicon, meaning the M series chips, resulted in only 13% CPU usage, not much more than the hardware encoder, because Apple Silicon CPU cores are extremely effective, or efficient. Practical recommendation for 3-layer simulcast on Apple Silicon: use x264 instead of Apple VT for simulcast. The CPU overhead of running 3 x264 encoders at different resolutions is well within what Apple Silicon can handle, and x264 gives you reliable CPR which streaming servers expect. If you insist on hardware encoding, OBS 30.0 Plus runs natively on Apple Silicon and supports H.264 and H.265 via Video Toolbox, but you may find that only the highest quality layer is truly hardware accelerated. The lower layers may fall back to software. Simulcast does add extra processing overhead and bandwidth on your end, your machine, but it is far more efficient for the server since it can simply forward the appropriate stream level rather than transcode. The bottom line, Apple Silicon handles one layer beautifully with Video Toolbox. With 3 layers, it's mediocre for hardware accelerated paths due to encoder session limits, but x264 on Apple Silicon is fast enough that it compensates well. For 3-layer simulcasts, lean on the CPU, x264, rather than fighting VT's multi-session constraints. I am going to forward that to a certain someone. And I have a feeling someone is going to argue against that. But then again, I offered a solution. You should have accepted it instead of arguing against me. Ahem. And you as well, Corey. If you want to use simulcast on a Mac, x264 is your best option. Because Apple is still lacking in hardware encoding. Come on, Timothy Cookington. Come on. Why are you so slow with things? Obviously I'm playing. Bro, just go straight. Unfortunately, Discord's character limit under non-nitro accounts are erasing so much more context, and I am not paying a monthly subscription for on a company that treats the users like a piece of shit. Oh. I see the mistake. I see a mistake there. But Corey said, no, that enhanced RTMP is never gonna happen. Waiting for other players. I have my hotkey set to. LOSD. I have no idea what that is. Bro, I hate the clans in video games. They're toxic. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm just gonna come and say it. I have a strong stance against negativity and toxicity. I don't care who or what the fuck you are. If I see something I don't like on my Twitter, it gets insta-blocked. Don't care. You're the reason mental health cases have reached an all-time high. And if people are gonna call me soft, friendly fire will never be tolerated. You already lost the argument calling me soft. You lost it already. So am I supposed to drift? Or get knocked over by a clan? Okay. I am shocked. I'm almost at 140 followers. I don't know what I've done to deserve all of it, but thank you. Thank you guys. Means a lot. Even though I may never get the same amount of subs, still. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with me. Why is at Euphoria Euphoria? Okay, since I know Euphoria Media is managed by MB Network or Mark, and that is a UK-based channel, something tells me there is a miscommunication between UK and EU. There shouldn't be, because EU and the UK and EU are shoulder to shoulder, no? I'm gonna check. Maybe it's not the same for me? So, Rodiho, I don't think Foreign Media speaks German. They won't have a clue what you're saying. Though I can tell what you're trying to say. Hello, it's very dark here. No, that seems like a content delivery problem, which I thought we fixed. What the hell is OME doing? Or it could be their streaming setup. Okay, let me try. Okay, playback terminated unexpectedly. Try staging. Or it could be something on their end, I don't know. Bro, not a fucking chance Sydney is the best. Bro, this is so incorrect. Fuck. Can I delete the message? Sydney is the best edge for me. Nah, whatever service is doing that, no, cut it off, cut it off. Cut it off, cut it off. Yep, cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. Absolutely incorrect. Okay, let me try EU. Under what was it? WebRTC. What the okay, why isn't it letting me switch to WebRTC on staging? Hang on. Hallo ist so. Hallo ist. It's so. Dunkel here. Hi, it's dark in here. Hey, Gloomy. Hello. Bro, how did I knew what Rodijo said in Euphoria video stream? God damn, I've been paying attention to German language. How are you doing, Gloomy? Okay, what's going on in... If it isn't my favorite character... Aww. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. Quiet on my end as always. Racing and chilling. Glad to hear you're doing well. Those are solar cars. That's good. I've been busy. I'm the best unpaid intern. You know what? Same. But I decided that if Corey decides to pay me in the future, I already said no. I don't want to get paid. That is gonna go straight to Valora. Meaning I gave her my future paycheck. I don't care. I do this because I find it very fun when bugs get fixed. The only paycheck, if you can call it that, is the vault subs and gifted subs. And yes, Corey, I know you're listening. You're not gonna make up my mind. It's either Valora survival or I don't know. Corey's always listening, he's the best big brother. Do you consider him as your big brother? That is the sweetest thing ever. That is the sweetest thing ever. Family. La familia. Oh shit, I crashed headfirst into a pillar. Or whatever that is. Of course I wasn't looking. What is Corey doing? Oh, he pinned that. He pinned that. No. What Corey's busy doing is he's making a plugin so that you install into OBS, it streams over WebRTC with settings set for you. You don't have to touch anything, and yeah. So all you need to do is download the plugin, install it to OBS, go live via the plugin, and yeah. What is this? I mean, I'm in and out. There he is. You're here, aren't you? Yup. Yes, precisely. Should have kept straight, but no. I missed it like an idiot because I cannot drive. Not in real life, not in video game. The only thing that really annoys the absolute hell out of me is how our stream player right now is misbehaving. And that's the only thing that is stopping the toe screw from moving over, and it... pardon my language, but it pisses me off to no end. Like, so, I just want to strangle the guy who makes Oven Media Player. I want to strangle the guy who makes that. And tell him, what the fuck are you doing? You're messing with things you shouldn't be messing with. Like, Lemon Kate has shown me that the playback's causing motion sickness, and the only thing that's on my mind is fixing the player, slapping it slapping it back into reality. Fix it, make it smooth. It just bugs me to no end. Like, I see the issue, I want to fix it. And it just, oh, it's annoying. Which is what I was hoping the new player would do. But only if Corey is satisfied with the quality. It is a work in progress. We actually care what Yep. That I really care that people are able to watch the streams without problems. And I did take Lemon Cade's feedback into consideration. I sent the recording to Corey. It just annoys me when something goes wrong and you're just out of control. You have no control over it. But you just sit there and scream in your head. We could ship the new player like in a half state, half of the features, but I don't think Corey wants to do that. I see players are very toxic in the game like this. Again. May have no control about your work towards the solution. It takes time to connect once it's perfect. It's gonna be so good. Yep. Okay, that's the third time that has happened. I will not rage. I'm gonna be a better person. Don't rage. It's a video game. That's the third time it happened in one race. And then the mobile app somehow, not the self, don't get in the car. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh damn. And the mobile app. I'm gonna have to agree with Corey. Do you think it's safer outside? No, I don't think so. Unless you want to bash your head against the street lights and potential passing pedestrians. No. No, I don't think so. It is safer by bike. I can tell you that. It's safer by bike. Because it's slow and I feel like it's much more manageable. Oh shit, hi Snowy! Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you there. I thought Gloomy was asking. How you doing? It might be Teak and Bug will be game, I will be there in spirit. Yeah. Long day, glad it's done. Snowy, me and Corey have been testing something that has been missing from Valora since it first appeared on the first month of Valora's public release. And those who were here in the first month of Valora already knew what that was. And it might come back. It might come back. So is it a feature that was here then not here? It was a feature that was here. It was removed because of the multiple backend changes, but we found the way to bring it back. I'm not sure if I have to go ahead to tell what it is from Corey. Oh, Gloomy. Gloomy. That's not what I was on about. That's not what I was on. Okay, now that you think about it, have you guys heard of something called crowd control?
That's
Let me play that again.
That's Oh my god!
Oh my you! Ches, seriously, I know you just got here, but f***ing hell. Oh!
A 1-up that kills you.
Ow. No, I'm frozen. No, 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 push me off!
Hi!
You gotta be me!
This is the run. This is it. Oh my god.
No, Gloomy, it's not that. No, it's not that. It's not that. Oh. And because it was done publicly and other people saw it, I guess... the feature that has been missing since the first 3 or 4 months of Valora, and that is returning in the future, is none other than AV1 live streaming. That's right, that's right. Yep. In the future, AV1 will be making a return. But only on WebRTC. And if you're gonna do it on a Apple Silicon, I recommend you do. Actually, no, that's a completely different topic. But yes. Only unsupported GPUs. Only with GPUs that support AV1 hardware. Yeah. But yeah. And since I'm streaming via WebRTC, next stream will have transcoding enabled. Meaning, if you got a dual PC setup, or sending everything on a Mac, which I don't know why you would do that, you can also do transcoding through WebRTC. It's called simulcast. 2 to 3 layers, you have transcoding. If you're feeling adventurous, how about 4? And you wanna know what's crazy about that as well, Snowy? Thanks to WebRTC simulcasting, 4K streaming is possible on Valora. Let me say that again. 4K streaming is possible on Valora. Thanks to WebRTC. You didn't hear Mac is the best gaming computer ever? Bullshit. Bullshit. Why can I not install Steam? Why can I not install Steam then? Why can I not install Steam then? Hmm? Oh, and if you want to do 1440p streaming on Valora, you can do that. Just enable simulcast. Set it to 2 to 3 layers. Both 4K, 1440p streaming, and 4K streaming too. But, don't take anything I say as, oh, the real thing. Corey has to make the official announcement. Not me, not Jim, not Kenson, not Kapara. Corey has to make the announcement. So don't take anything I say as official news, breaking news, blah blah blah. Only he has to say for it. I know nothing. I am dumb, I'm stupid, and I am just a guy. I am no one of importance. Fucking Beyblade. You fucking Beyblade bitch. Oh, and since Corey said so in public, voice clips have been temporarily removed to be tuned and refined and fixed. Okay, that wasn't very nice. Oh yeah. Actually, no, wait. There's another tool I'm thinking of that I really want to make. And how I want to make it... Okay, it's gonna behave like Live Notifier. See, you're making a lot of tools. I only made one. I only made one. I only made one singular tool. Let me go fetch it. Why the fuck is it posted in... You know what? Whatever. Let me go fetch it. Now you might be thinking, T, is that it? Watch my notifications top middle of the screen. You ready? Anytime someone subs, gives a sub, or sends volts, that goes off. As for the event log, as for this button that says save event log, I beg the trolls to do something stupid. I fucking beg them to do something stupid. I know everything. So yeah, whenever someone sends volts, gifts a sub, or becomes a subscriber, boom. Notifications right into my operating system. I've made sure that it's as lightweight as possible. Corey insisted that I send the source code to him so he can cross-compile it for Windows and Mac. Okay, let me show you guys an example. Am I still in display capture? Yes, I am. Look at the top middle of my screen. Okay. And you'll see what's gonna happen. So let me make sure the notification stuff is clear. Okay, you guys ready? What the fuck? Oh, I see what's going on. Corey! I walked away. What are you asking if it... Oh! Corey. I was on about... There was a specific feature that was here for the first month of Laura. It was taken off due to so many backend changes, and it's probably returning sooner. Until I told them AV1 is making a return. I also found a bug in the mobile app. Apparently, if I click the volts button... Okay, the presets don't work. I press send and it says serializing collections of different elements type is not supported. I'll go ahead and send that off. Bro, what the fuck? Inshouldify Discord is telling me inshoutifying Discord. I'm just gonna send you that bug right away. Have questions? What the fuck are you on about? I'm just gonna send this bug to you, just in case. I mean, everyone was problematic by nature. At this time around, it is a truly scoped and perfectly planned implant. Alright, Corey, I sent you a bug with the mobile app. And yes, playback somehow broke on mobile again. Fuck's sake. Let me get the Valora app back up again. Okay, why? Did you restart the server again? No, otherwise Live Notifier would have said that. Well, whatever it is, the notifications will appear in the thingy. Let me get that back on the game. Oh, and by the way, VODs do not get affected because I've had streams where the server is restarted and the entire VOD from start to finish without any cuts or jumps actually came through. So yeah. Oh, I'm Platinum 3 now? Okay. Corey, I'm happy someone took my place as the channel with the highest viewer count. I am super happy someone did that, finally. Let someone else have the spotlight. I'm super happy. How is CS is almost done? And then after after CS2 is downloaded and I wrap up my stream, don't know when that is, I'm gonna be doing some tests. And what that test is, how is gaming in 2026 via mobile internet data, i.e. 3G, 4G, 5G. And for this test specifically, Steam networking will be set to its default value. CS 5 minutes of deathmatch on CS2 will be played, and I need to get the game to show me server ping. As for why, well, curiosity. Oh, and of course the game also needs to be set to unlimited ping range. Like any range of thing, whether it's like 200 or 100, doesn't really matter. Who the fuck is Steve Lastix? And how was she able to ping that Bruv, sister! What the fuck? Are you okay? Sage Ashton, did you just ping someone else? Not... What the fuck? How? I really hope that person cannot see workspace. I hope that person doesn't see workspace. I fucking hope he doesn't. Okay, his name is not appearing, but that's good. That's good. That's good. Still, I think you need a nap. Is Sage gonna go nappy nap? How the fuck is this possible? How is this? That is not. That is not his ID, sis. What the fuck? Wow, Sage, no shots. How is this possible? Did you just... Oh my god. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is Steve Elastics? Welcome to Steve Elastics. Here we have the best elastics on the market. Fucking Christ. How the fuck is this possible? Who the fuck is Steve Elastics? Who is that? The Sage just pulled that name out of fucking thin air, and I'm like, huh? Who is that? Are you kidding me? I am so glad Steve Elastics cannot, under no circumstances, see the workspace. Because his roles prevent him from seeing that channel anyway. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Sage, I love you, but what the fuck is that? The year is 2026 and we of course... I think she really needs a nap, whatever a nap is for her. Don't ask me, the only thing I use AI for is to summarize thousands of search results. And I know what you're gonna say, hold up, let me finish my thing. I use artificial intelligence, and Sage isn't AI, to summarize thousands of search results, hence why I cannot answer that. Calm down. I know where I was going. You don't bite my head off. I really wrote that. But no, absolutely Sage is not AI. She is a NBI. A non-biological individual. I know where I was going with that. Oh shit, Steam's down for weekly maintenance? Hang on. Steam stat.us. Steam is down for routine maintenance. Confirmed. Okay, everyone. Steam is currently down for maintenance. You know the drill. I'm gonna send it in. Or is that? I mean, they plan maintenance to be every Tuesday. Yeah, Steam is down for routine maintenance every Tuesday. They always plan it on a Tuesday. And the reason they need to do this is because servers can accumulate so much, they cannot, in longer periods, have that there as it affects server performance, responsiveness, and reliability. So that's why maintenance needs to happen. It's like cleaning a house every week or so. The more dust appears, the harder the living conditions become. Think of it as cleaning a house every 1 or 2 weeks. And if you want to keep an eye out on when Steam is going to hit maintenance, I recommend steamstat.us. Bookmark it, shove it somewhere, download it as a HTML shortcut or internet shortcut. I don't know if Windows still does that. And yeah. Okay, so looks like Steam is coming back online as Counter-Strike is showing okay statuses on all servers. Okay, Steam is coming back from routine maintenance as I see Europe, America, Asia, and the rest of the world servers are returning to normal. But yeah, bookmark that website I sent in chat. They want you, some clubs want you to drive on their side. There is a slight problem with that. You don't. You're just gonna remove me from the club because I wasn't active. I don't play this game every day. I am a variety gamer. I stream other games that I want to have fun with. I really wish I could just make my own one so I can bypass all this bullshit. It's stupid. Okay. Let me check Steam. There have been an increased amount of page views on the site of past hour. This could indicate an issue with Steam. Nope, it's just maintenance. Weekly maintenance. Every Tuesday. For me, it is every Wednesday because Valve is a day behind me because they're a US-based company. So every Wednesday, Steam has routine maintenance. There is something I wanted to check in the software center. This looks like the Tesla Roadster. Yeah, but it's not. It's a Corvette. No, it's an Aston Martin. I literally just looked at the back of the car. It was an Aston Martin, but it looks like a Tesla Roadster. I don't know. I don't know cars. That is not my specialty. My software, Lazarus. Ah, here it is. I want to know what Delphi code looks like. Oh, it's only an RPM package. Shit. Let me see. Oh! Hey, that's not bad. So, oh. Maybe not. Yeah, Delphi doesn't look too bad. What about working with APIs? Working with APIs isn't that bad. Using the built-in TNet HTTP client. Oh my god. That is yeah, Delphi doesn't look that bad in terms of formatting. Looks easy. But documentation is a thing, and there's nothing wrong with following documentation. TNet HTTP. TNet HTTP client. You have poor connection. Your geo router is poor. Stop routing me to the wrong region, idiots. Route me to European servers as as I am expected to be routed to. Don't route me to North America like Palia does every single godforsaken time. I'm not sure. Dude, Delphi looks... Now that I actually look at the formatting, this looks easy to remember, honestly. It's like it's like Visual it's like QBasic or something. Basic scripting, eh? Here I'm ranting about the different programming languages. Do you know what language Valora uses? I don't think I'm allowed to say that. But what I can tell you is we do not use AI to create Valora. It was all human written. Even though the appearance of Valora may look like it's written by AI, it is not. It is not. Just some very good CSS. Yep, he did. He did. All of him. That was all him. Okay, well, since Corey said so, the CSS that is used to stylize Valora is none other than Tailwind CSS. This is what's giving Valora its signature luxury look. And here's some examples. Here's some examples of... Yep, this is what's giving Valora its signature luxury look. And this is what the formatting for it looks like. It's basically embedded CSS. Instead of a external CSS file, you embed it into the code. Like so. Yep. And did you know that Tailwind CSS also helps with scaling? So if what would be the best way to display this? Okay, so if I take the front page, right? And I split view it with this. That is the wrong fucking link. Open in split view. Okay. Now, Tailwind CSS allows us to scale elements appropriately to whatever screen size you have. Let me pick Beast Hunter, for example. Let me just Control N that. Now, you may see the chat is so, right? But with the power of Tailwind CSS, it scales and changes the UI's what the fuck is going on here? It changes the UI to make it look like you're watching on a mobile phone. Let me go refresh that. It looks like what the Hey, look, I'm watching Beast Fighter 1 on a mobile phone. Nope, that is just CSS magic. Tailwind CSS magic, of course. I can make it super small, like I'm watching on an actual phone. Or I can make it like super wide, as if I'm watching on a tablet. And that's what Tailwind CSS allows us to do. Responsive designs and layouts. And yep, that's the power of CS of Tailwind. So while we do understand that it comes off as AI vibe-coded platform like some people with no brain does, in reality it's just Tailwind CSS. A 100% of Alora's code has been written by hand, not by AI. Tailwind CSS is so good, it gives people the impression we are created by AI. That is so not the case. It's just that you people have never heard of Tailwind CSS and how good it is. Oh shit! Hold up. I'm gonna dig in my SSD somewhere. I wanna see if I have it and have not deleted it. It's under here. Oh, I found it. Snowy, do you want to see the early days of Alora? You want to see the early days of Alora? Have fun. Look how basic it used to look. And no, yep, Corey did not record this with audio. And it was recorded on his Mac. This is what Valora used to look like back in its early stages. Your activity was down here. Your stream looked like this, and your channel card looked like that. And yes, the chat looked like that. But now, if you look at Valora today, it looks completely different from what it used to look like. And that is what the player used to look like. It had this metadata up here. I'm not sure what Corey used for the player back then, but yes, this is what it used to look like before we moved to the player that looked like what it does look like today. There was no journaling, there was no clipping, there was no bolts, there was definitely no subs, I think. And there was no community managers. There was only Corey and Chloe back then. And that's all that was it. And that is how your stream metadata used to look like. If you prefer... Okay. Do you prefer this theater mode or the theater mode we have today? But if you pick this one, the title will have to appear up here. But if you prefer the other one, the video will be unobstructed and the title would be down here. And there you can see the timestamps. 25th of September. I turned 25 years old. I think the current one. I turned 25 years old when this, like days ago before this video was recorded. So you prefer the current one? And the browser that he used is Safari, obviously. You can tell the cursor is slanted. That's how, yeah, see how slanted the cursor looks compared to mine? That's how you know. Look how thick and rounded it is. Recorded on macOS. It's memories, honestly. Let me see what else I have in this folder. And here is the old. And okay, this was taken 29th of that was taken on the 29th of May. And this was me on KDE Plasma with Zen browser, and yep, the UI used to look like that. Oh, here is what the player used to look like. So it was basically it was but the only thing Corey did was do test streams 100% of the time. And I feel bad, I feel horrible because what is this? Oh yeah. When was this screenshotted? Yeah, I feel bad, I feel horrible. Corey had to spend his birthday putting out server fires and had no he had no time to do a proper birthday celebration. I feel bad. And yes, the chat used to look like this. It used to look like that. And you can see Dusteria, like right here. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. And yep. This is showing the old player because of the ultra low latency on in the theater mode here. And this was the very first time I played Sonic Rumble Party. This was season 1, I believe. Yep, there it is, season 1. First time I ever played the game. On integrated graphics. What is this? Oh yeah, this was what I was seeing when I was multi-streaming. And all of this was done with onboard graphics. I was streaming to YouTube, I was streaming to Valora, and I was streaming to Beam. Within one plugin. What happened to the YouTube channel that was on that screenshot? I deleted it. What was the reason? I don't feel comfortable explaining. But yeah, as you can see, multi-RTMP output right there. This is how my streaming setup used to be. And there you go. 13th of November, 2025 at 5 a.m. in the morning. I was tired. And no, I'm not gonna click this one because that contains sensitive information. But all I'm gonna say is that's a document that allows me to play Corey's music on stream. Although I will have to hit him up to update it to the VOD channel. So yeah, there's the brief history. Of the... Okay, CS is downloaded. Okay, there's one thing I'd like to check. Let me sign. Thanks for the tour. You're welcome, you're welcome. Oh, this? I want to try and get back into coding in Delphi or Objective Pascal. Where is Counter-Strike? It's right here. Remove from hidden. Okay, right now this is set to launch under Proton 10 because there's a problem with how the game reacts to Wayland and that stuff. Oof, that's something. You're watching me launch CS2 on Linux, by the way. Notice that there's no terminal open anywhere. And that blue triangle, that is just this. Give it a second, because I've discovered I'm quite good at Combat Master. I'm happy to hear that. Happy to hear having fun. And yes, the lag is normal. That's what happens when you start the game for the first time. So if I press F9, you can see Steam networking is on because I'm trying to test something. Okay. Settings, game. Let's see. Maximum acceptable game traffic ban. If it's a fun game, thanks again for showing it off. You're so welcome. Okay, so that's not what I wanted to do, but okay. Okay, well, I have the idea. The latency to which may exceed your ping setting. There are South African servers in here. Closest I am is UK and EU. Show frame time. Show network problem. Always. Use detailed. Okay. I wanna okay, so this is going to process the shaders. Since this is the first, since I reinstalled the game and it needs to process the shaders again. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's what I needed. So I'm running. Yeah, the stuttering is normal. The game is compiling shaders as I play. Oh yeah, shit, Corey. There's something I forgot to show you. Snowy, you as well. I swear to God, I don't know who the fuck at Valve thought about this, but let me show you something funny. It has to do with the terrorist Molotov, and I think it's quite fucking funny. Okay. Okay. Alright, are you watching by any means? This shit's too funny. So, I don't know who the fuck at Valve approved of this, but look what happens when I spam F and R. Okay then, yes. Okay. Fuck you too, buddy. Okay, let's try that again. God damn it. Absolutely. God damn it, Valve. Okay, let's try that again because the game crashed. The game crashed. This is embarrassing. I know this. Alright. Okay, CS2, if you decide to stop fucking misbehaving, I can actually show the funny haha moment. Alright, now, look what happens when I spam F and R. I want you to pay attention to the motion of the bottle. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it all over your face. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, now that the funny haha moment is over, I can go back to racing. Only in casual you can do that. Only in casual. I don't know who at Valve approved of that, but I swear they're gonna change it. So if you want the ultimate disrespect, you do that. But make sure it's an actual Molotov and not incendiary grenade. For the ultimate disrespect, you go do that. Spam F and R. And just go do that. For the ultimate disrespect. Oh shit. Okay. It's too funny. It's too funny. You know for damn sure I'm gonna try that shit. I have yet to see someone's YouTube video get demonetized because of that inspect animation. I think it's gonna be the funniest thing in gaming history. Valve knew what the fuck they were doing. Valve just knew what they were doing. So South Africa's gonna get a fucking chuckle out of that one. Oh, for fuck's sake, that is too funny. That VOD would get instantly fucking age restricted. Instantly age restricted. But I have not seen YouTube do that. Probably because I'm a small, because my VOD channel is small and they possibly don't give a fuck, honestly. I'm also happy to report that Raf About It is on her way to take my place as the most followed channel in all of Valora. I'm pretty ecstatic about it. I'm happy, I'm happy. Finally, someone to take first place. Let someone else have the spotlight. go. I got as much done. What is this? No. No. 100 VIP points. Okay, I think Steam maintenance is over. I think Steam maintenance is over. Huh. I think I saw Twitter suppress my Go Live post. Oh, you're gonna cry about it. You're gonna cry about it. There's one little social media scared of the gold standard of streaming. Let's go the boost, bud. I'm still not sure if I want to buy Arc Raiders. I don't know. The only thing, when I hear Arc Raiders, the only thing that comes into my mind is that OCE streamer filing a police report against another OCE streamer for the dumbest reason ever. And not to mention, that game is a legal safety issue. You meant to tell me that you can get so crybaby about the fact that someone kills you in an extraction shooter where no one is your friend. You go miles and miles to file a police report against said stalker. And then to literally flex your non-existent muscles, you end all of that by saying you're a female. That logic makes absolutely no sense. I'm sorry, but Arc Raiders is a legal safety issue. And the way Mbach handled it, fucking pissed like a pissed shit take, man. Honestly, shit pissed take, man. The only way I can even come near Arc Raiders is if that community manager gets fired. Oh no, someone crashed. Oh, I see what he did. Okay. Don't come crying to me if I get you back, eh? I wonder who Rafabat is gonna raid with that many viewers. Probably someone in Valora. You know, spread the love, you know. Okay, so this is the part where I pick a different car, but I cannot. Unless I refill the cars that I have. And continue from there. Excuse me. What? Okay, so nothing I do can work then, okay. You need to revoke my license? Oh man. Oh, I did not. But why? A little shameless self-promotion. If you guys would love or like to support the extra mile, consider becoming a tier 1 subscriber. It'll help me play new games, more games on stream, and get better equipment, a better PC in the future. I don't know what to say, but yeah. Thank you so much in advance. I know people hate it when I bring up the subscribing thing, so I try and like limit it as much as possible. Wait, why do I have this open? It's not like I'm using it. Ah. How does that make any sense? I don't think a shockwave does anything for speed. Okay, well, since Corey is... Oh, don't tell me OBS crashed. I don't know what's up with OBS as of recently, but it's been crashing a lot for him. Every time he starts streaming, it just crashes. Not only is it super annoying, but it's anti-productive. Probably should have stayed forward. Yeah, go with the motion. Well, since I think Corey is gonna wanna stream, I'll have to make sure I end stream before he does. I'll also stop mentioning subs and vaults and that stuff. I clearly feel the tension. And since social media, and since Twitter is reducing the visibility of my Go Live posts, I don't think I'm gonna use that anymore. So I'm placing my Twitter into an indefinite suspension. I'll probably make this my last race. Okay. I noticed the backside of my car is missing. Oops. Nothing I can do about it. Max out card to access Edo. So 4 360 in a single race. Okay. Four. So 4 360s, I suppose. With a Class A. A Class A car. Well, I can't. Finish races, perform stunts, and perform mode jump. Where the hell is an active contract? What are you talking about? Perform stunts in car hunt events. Car hunt events. I have an idea on what it could be. Or no, I don't have anything. So car hunt events. I don't know what you're on about. Oh, I see. Oh, perform no jumps in a single special event race. Okay, I see what's up. Let's see if I can get that knocked out. So perform no jumps. What the hell does that mean? that doesn't count. Special event racing. So perform no jumps. No jumping. This is more of a car hunting thing than anything else. Yeah, I'm gonna... Hang on. So no... Oh... That's a gold bar. Okay, that doesn't count. Is it called jumping if I use the ramps? Well, that was dumb. Bro, what act... What act of contract? You are making no sense. Alright. I am going to call it for tonight. I feel something definitely feels off. Could just be me being tired, but Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for almost 140 followers. I now know not to mention becoming a sub. That's a no-go, it seems. Lesson learned. And I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.